Hey guys, it's Sarah at Repeat Crafter Me. Wanted to show you a quick video tutorial on how to make the gift box granny square. This is actually an updated version from my previous pattern, which I posted, oh god, it was probably 6 months ago, but decided to do a little bit of an updated design that I'm liking better at the moment, but I will of course give you links to both. So let's just go ahead and dive in and get started. This is the final square, but there's kind of some tips and tricks I wanted to show you along the way. You're going to start with a chain of 21, and you're going to single crochet in the second chain from hook and all the way down. So you're going to have rows of 20 single crochets. This is just in the first main box color, which happens to be green, in the one I'm making. And you're going to do 9 rows. So here I have 9 rows of 20 single crochets across, and I'm going to switch to red. So my first tip, let me get my red out here, my red yarn. I'm using Bernat Super Value. It's a nice worsted weight yarn. You are going to want to leave like a long, let's see if I can move this, a long tail, because you're going to use this tail when you, yeah, looks great, Zoe. Sorry, Zoe's here. So you're going to want to leave a long tail when you first connect this. So I'm going to slip stitch this in to connect my yarn. Again, look, I have a longish tail there, and then this is the part of the yarn I'm working with, and I'm just going to chain 1, pull that tight, turn, and single crochet all the way down, and you're going to make 3 rows with your, this is the ribbon on the box, this is the ribbon color, so the red's my ribbon. And I'm going to make 3 rows of red. Okay. Turn. Okay, this is my last row of red. I just did 3 rows. Okay. And now I'm going to switch back to green. So I'm going to clip this off from before. Grabbing my green yarn. See if I can find my end here. Okay, I'm going to join in, and I'm going to make another 9 rows. And when you clip off your red, you're going to leave this a little bit long too. Leave long tails, because we're going to come back and use these. You don't have to, but this will help you when we get to the border, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I joined in, and I'm going to go ahead and make 9 rows using the green for the other side of my gift box, and I will meet you at the end after I do my 9 rows. Okay guys, so here we are. Here is the main square form for our gift box granny square. When it's finished, it will actually be this way, but we are crocheting in horizontal rows going this way, so this is the way I'm working right now. I have 9 rows of green here, 3 rows of red, and another 9 rows of green. Now we're going to start our border, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to turn, And I'm going to go back this way, and I'm going to make basically a single crochet all the way around the edges. So this kind of looks like your 10th row, but this is just the first row of the border. So I'm going to crochet all along down here. And this one's easy because you can see what stitches you're crocheting into. It gets a little more tricky when you get to the edges, the rough edges that don't have nice even stitches. Okay. So when you get to the corners, here's my first corner. I'm going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, all in one stitch. And now I'm going to single crochet in green, where the green rows are. I'm going to single crochet in green along basically at the end of each row here. So I'm just trying to make my stitches as even as possible. Just finding, see this hole, this hole, this hole, that hole. Just crocheting in those holes along the edge. And then there's one more here. At this point, I'm going to switch to red. But I'm going to hold the green. I'm going to carry the green through. Okay, so let's try and do this. So I didn't quite finish the single crochet stitch right here because I like to add, at this point, I like to add in my red. Okay, pull that tight. Where's my green? That's not the green I want to use. Use this strand. I'm going to hold the strand against here. I'm going to make 3 single crochets in red. 2. This is my third one. But before I finish, I'm going to drop this. I'm going to add back in my green. Okay. And now I'm going to continue to single crochet in green. And this is why I left a long tail here. So you had enough to make just those 3 single crochets. I mean, I left probably too much, but it's funny because at least on 5 of these squares that I've done already, I've ran out of my end. So just leave it a little longer than you normally would. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm just kind of finding these holes at the end of the rows to single crochet into. Okay, I'm at the corner, so I'm going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And now I'm going to find just kind of these holes on the rough edge. Well, this is my starting chain edge, so it's a little easier to see. I'm going to keep going. Okay. I like to single crochet over that chain. Okay. Corner, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. I'm working on this side. This is my last side of the square. Okay. And just as we did before, let's see, one more here. I'm going to add in my red end, my loose end here that I left kind of long. I'm going to add that in, and I'm going to hold my green under it while I'm crocheting so I can pick it back up again in a minute. And I'm going to make 3 single crochets over this red ribbon row. Before I finish that last single crochet, add in the green. I dropped the red, I added back in the green, and I'm just going to finish here. I'm going to do my corner stitch, and then we're going to join my corner, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and I'm back at the start. I'm going to join to that first single crochet. Oh, where is it? This one. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to join yet. You know why? You can join if you want, but I like to, at this point, add in the white, because now we're going to start the white on the border. Ooh, let's pull that tight. Chain 1, and now I'm going to start single crocheting around, And it only gets a little tricky when we get back up to here because this is where our bow's gonna go. So let's single crochet around in white, making a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet in each corner. So here we go, crocheting around. Okay, to my first corner. So in each corner, you're going to do single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. It's a lot easier to make the border now because you have your stitches. You can see all your stitches that you're crocheting into. So just keep going right over the red ribbon on this side. Chain 2, single crochet. Okay, making our way along the edge. Here's our corner stitch. Okay, we're getting to the top and we're going to want to make our bow. So I start right on the first green here next to my red ribbon. I'm going to count over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so so this is where I'm going to add in my white right here on this one. So it looks like I have 3 more stitches to go. 1, 2, this is going to be my third, but hold on, I'm going to add in my red. I'm going to leave it a little long, the tail end of it, as before, because I'm going to go back and use it in a second. Okay. So I add that in. Now it's important to carry the white. Where are we? Carry the white with you. So I'm just holding with my finger down here the white against the green. Okay, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 single crochets in red. I'm going to add back in my white, drop the red, since you're not going to need that until you get back up to here. Okay, finish in white. And then join. And there's my first round of the white border with the beginning of our bow. Okay, we have finished with the first white border round of our gift box granny square. I've started to add in the top bow to our ribbon. Let's go on to the next round of our edge here. You're just going to continue with the white all the way around until we get back up to the top here. So let's do that real quick. Okay, here we go. We're back at the top. We're coming up to our red. Okay, so remember how I left kind of a long end here? I'm just going to grab it up from the previous row. I'm going to add it in here. Let's see. Let's add it into that last part of the single crochet of the white. Okay, I'm going to hold my white up here. I'm going to carry it through. I'm just going to hold it kind of next to my stitches so I can crochet over it. And I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets in red. Before I finish, I'm going to add in the white. Okay, pull that tight. Now you're going to hold your red strand up against your work. You're going to carry that through because you're going to use it again in a second. You're going to make 3 single crochets in white. At this point, you're going to add back in your red. Okay, I'm going to hold my white. I'm going to carry the white through. You're going to make another 5 single crochets in red. 2, 3, 4, 5. Add back in my white. And you're going to finish the row here. So 5 in red, 3 in white, 5 in red. At this point, you can drop the red strand and just finish the border, the second border round here in white. Let's join. And there we have the second border round in white. And you can see the bow forming. Okay, let's go on to our third white and ribbon bow round here in our gift box granny square. I'm gonna pick this up. Just as the round before, we are going to single crochet in white around the edge until we get back up here to the bow.
We're almost to the red part of our bow.
Okay. Now see, I don't have a red string to pull up, so I'm going to have to clip this, add back in my red. Let's leave it a little long. Okay. Add in my red. I'm going to single crochet with red. I'm holding the white here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add in the white. Hold on to my red. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets in white. Add back in my red, but hold on to my white strand and make 1, 2, 3, 4 in red. Add back in my white. You can drop your red strand now and just finish off this border round in white, just as before. See how nicely that's looking? Let's just finish this off. Oop. Okay. Now just one more round with the ribbon to go with this color change, and we're almost done. Okay, so here we are. We're at the last round that we're going to be crocheting in this ribbon on our border. I have already crocheted up to this point in white. And just like before, I'm going to add in the red. I'm going to hold the white up against it to carry the yarn through. And I'm going to make 3 single crochets in red. That was my third one. I'm going to add the white back in. Now we're going to do 7 single crochets in white. I'm going to hold the red up against my stitches so I can carry it along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th. I'm going to crochet the, join that red back in, hold my white up against my stitches so I can crochet over it. 3 single crochets in red. Okay, there's my third one. I'm going to drop that red strand and I'm going to add in the white, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this row. Okay, joining. Take a look at that. And that was the last of the red ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and clip that off. I'm going to do 2 more rounds in white. Just in white all the way around. Join, fasten off, and voila. It's going to look just like this. Your beautiful gift box granny square.